welcome back to the channel everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. So I am on a Cornish road trip and I'm down near the Lizard. So on my Cornish road trip, what I'm looking for is some swim spots, review some pasties because it is the land of the pasty, and then go to the seal sanctuary as well in Greek because I've been wanting to go there for a really long time, ever since my encounter with Spearmint the seal in Plymouth. So Spearmint actually was rehabilitated originally at the seal sanctuary and then released. So I always had this thing that I wanted to go there ever since I'd met Spearmint and swam with Spearmint, which by the way wasn't something I went out of my way to do, it's just that Spearmint chose to actually swim with us. So that's really important, of course. Never ever approach a seal. I've got here, I'm in Falmouth, it's pouring down with rain, so I'm gonna Google what's the best pasty place in Falmouth, go to there, get a pasty, have a little look around, and then we're gonna head to a beach. Even though it's raining, it doesn't matter. So I've done my Google search and behind me is meant to be the best pasties in Falmouth. So let's take a look and try them out. So I'm on to an absolute winner. This place said, you can bring the dog in. So me and Tumble have come to eat inside. So what I've got is a pasty and a cheese straw. The Cornish bakery pasty was quite expensive. It was £4.50. It did have good pastry though. It was crispy. It was a good amount of buttery, but it wasn't too buttery. There was lots of potato in the pasty as opposed to a mix of the other veg as well. It was moist, but it wasn't wet, and it also wasn't fatty. Also not over seasoned, and there was a good amount of steak. I would say that this pasty was the cleanest flavour pasty of all of them, but it still was delicious, absolutely yummy with a good amount of flavour. I then moved on to having the cheese straw. That was also super crispy, good mustard to cheese balance of flavours. It wasn't too soft, so if you've ever had a Co-op cheese straw, you'll know what I mean with it being too soft or too hard. They're often overcooked or undercooked. This was just perfect, and it also wasn't too salty. So overall, I really rate the Cornish bakery pasty, but of the 3 pasties that I tried, this was the second best pasty of the trip. Right, we are back in Bertie and we've had a little wander around Falmouth. That was really nice. I didn't realise though, it's such a commercial port. I just thought it was a seaside-y kind of place with a bit of a harbour, but it's not. It's actually very busy with really massive ships, which I was surprised about. So the actual town itself has a lot of very student influence, like international food places to eat and what looks like some really cool places to go out if that would be your kind of thing. Otherwise it's very like sweet Cornwall, a lot of Cornish shops, which is very cute, and quite a lot of artistic shops as well. Very nice place to go if you would like a holiday like that. And we've had our first pasty. So tomorrow is a Phelps pasty, I think, from the place near Helston, which I'm going to go to, and I'm going to try and spend the night near there. But what I'm going to do now is go to a beach. We're going to try and go for a walk. It's still raining quite a lot, so we might just go for a little explore on the beach or go for a walk. We'll see when we get there. So here we are at Porth Beach. I'm going to walk along to Swanepoel, which is the beach closest to Falmouth. This one is a bit further away. It looks really, really nice. So I'm heading away from the beach up the coastal path right now, and I actually forgot my waterproof trousers. So if you're thinking, why are you wearing a dry robe for a walk on the coastal path, that is exactly the reason for why. And the absolute irony of the dry robe is, now I've got out the van, it isn't raining anymore. It's just like it knew. I always think the coast path is a really funny place to go, because I've been to like South Devon coast path, Cornwall way near us, near Plymouth and Dorset, and it doesn't really ever change that much, but you still want to see all the different parts of the coast path. If I ever had the time, I would definitely want to do the Southwest Coast Path, but it takes about 3 months, I think, to do the full walk. I think part of the appeal is that there's really not a lot of people around. Like, it's dead quiet. There's 2 people ahead of me. That's it. Haven't seen anyone else. I know the weather's not great, but even so, when it's nice, you don't see that many people. And there's quite a lot of wildlife. Lots of birds, wildflowers, insects. It's generally just a really nice place to be. I say that, but I am going to say it's a really nice place to be if being outdoors is your thing and you don't mind the weather conditions, because on the coast path it can be brutal. We haven't been walking for that long, but we're already at the point where we can see Swanepoel Beach behind us. So it shouldn't be too much further to walk to have a look at that. Doesn't really matter how wet it is, there's something really nice about going to the beach and going for a walk. So we've been to Swanepoel and on the way back to Porth, and I'm definitely glad now that I have the dry robe on, because it's getting quite damp. So we're back from our walk now and just got into Bertie and warming up and drying off, and it is so wet out there. It's crazy. So we're just having a bit of chill time before we look on Park for Night for where we're hoping to go and park up. Hey, so we've driven to Porthleven and been for a little wander around, parked up for the night, and now the van is pretty much set up for the evening. Been for a little walk and seen the harbour, which is where I would like to swim tomorrow morning, and also checked out where Phelps or Phillips Pasty shop is, because that is the one that everybody has really highly recommended that I go to and try their pasties. At the moment I'm just having some curry and rice, which I've made, and then I'm just watching the new Zac Efron series of Down to Earth. I'm really enjoying that. I'm really glad it's back on Netflix. Tumble is snoring away. She's very tired from our walks today and she's had her dinner. So I'm going to check out and I will see you guys next episode. Bye.